What is up, ladies and gents? We are TCG Titans. I am Nolan.
I'm Gabe.
We have some beautiful Rivals packs in a lovely, colorful box here. Opening up some standard stuff that I'm quite excited for.
Let's just get
Is
into it.
there anything you're looking for, Gabe?
Let's see. More copies of that enchant that turns into the revival land.
Yeah, the black-green.
Yeah. Let's see.
There are quite a few cards in this set that have gone up in price, mainly merfolk stuff. Uh, Handful of spells, nothing too crazy, but there are definitely some.
Is that Chupacabra still worth anything?
I think it's still around $1, probably not too much. Actually, this is like the main one, Jade Light Ranger. This is the main one that's gone up from like $8 to like $11.
Oh, so that's a good open. Sweet.
Yeah,
Ooh, and Hotly Emblem. Let's just not spend too much time sorting.
yeah. You could just skip the comments. There's really nothing interesting in the comments, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a lot of reprints, which makes me
Yeah,
sad. Like, I don't like reprints within block. I mean, I understand it's
yeah.
not draft,
No,
I guess,
I'm the
but
same way.
still
But at least
feels
we have.
like at least give them a different art.
Yeah. So the few things we have to look forward to right now are Rekindling Phoenix. That's around $25.
Ooh.
Kumena obviously is around 15 to 16.
Ooh, transform card. What do we get? Do we get the one I want? We get Profane Procession.
You get the one that I like because
Yeah.
I like black white. I like vampires. I want to run black white control and standard. That deck looks like a lot of fun. Immortal Sun has gone up a little bit. Twilight Prophet has gone up a decent amount. The Planeswalkers are still relatively cheap. Polyraptor's around $3, and Jade Light Ranger is around $10, 10 to $11.
Jurassic Park Man. Blood Sun.
Blood Sun I actually saw in a modern match the other day. I was borrowing an affinity deck, and I saw someone play it, and they shut down my Nexus, my Nexi, I guess you would call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was kind of annoying. What you gonna do?
Glorifier.
I would just Kerchow past all these, just skip straight to the uncommons. Because I mean, to be fair, even the uncommons
Brass
in this
Bounty.
are.
I like this.
I like the artwork. I think the card itself is strange for red.
I think it's just to get an aggro trigger for the
Yeah,
Storm Revolt.
I feel like it'd be really good for green. Because
Yeah.
usually you have big things out, and then you can use
And then
all the treasure tokens to get out bigger green dudes.
Stormcore.
I played that card, the Sky Marcher.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Azor.
Azor. I have his deck box actually somewhere. I just got that the other day.
Where's my sleeves?
The Star Championship one. I use it for my standard deck.
Oh, nice.
It's not a very good deck box, I'll be honest. The way it flips is a little frustrating. And then, for some reason, it has Vona or
Probably
Vana
also put this like $11 card in the sleeve.
and like on the inside when you open it, and it's just I don't know. I would have preferred literally anybody else. So I don't know if you have read up on the lore to Ixalan recently.
I read up to the part we kept talking about where Jace mind wipes Vraska because
Yes.
Bolus plans.
So, fun fact, at the end of it, Huatli goes to Kaladesh,
Neat.
runs into Saheeli,
Mhm.
and she's like, oh, like, dinosaurs, blah, blah, blah. And Saheeli's like, what the fuck is a dinosaur? And she's trying to explain it. She's like, oh, I want to build one now.
I want to
So,
build a dinosaur.
yeah, so she's
Neat.
gonna build, maybe we'll see Grimlock in a standard set soon.
She builds Grimlock.
She builds Grimlock. Uh, and then I'm trying to think. So Vraska goes back to Ravnica, and she has like, she's all going off about like her fond memories and whatnot, and then she realizes she has to like planeswalk to Bolus because Bolus wants to like, know what happened, and the memories that she has is like, I don't know, it's confusing because it's like, she got memory wiped, but she still has all these memories of everything else. Uh, so Bolus like enters her mind and retrieves as much information as he can, and then he actually is like thankful for what she's able to give him, and then when she goes back, she's getting ready because she's gonna go fucking kill the leader of the Golgari. She's gonna petrify him, and
Okay,
like.
wait, so... Okay, that's neat. I just realized this because since the tokens count as permanents, you could just pump tokens until you have the city's blessing when she attacks.
Yeah, that's true. But what is a city? I mean, I find it weird that they have Ascend. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but usually that late into the game, if you have the mana to get Ascend,
Well, the thing
probably.
is, with that, you could probably do it turn 4 or 5, depending on what else you played. Because
Yeah.
your lands count. It's just
Yeah.
permanents.
Huh. Yeah, so she fucking gets to go kill. She's gonna go be the leader of Golgari. Uh, Jace goes to Dominaria, meets up with Gideon. I like that card.
Warcamp Marauder.
That card's really really good in my opinion.
Dang. That is pretty mean.
And then he's basically like Jace is freaking out. He's just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna tell people? Like, do I tell people about Ixalan? Like, what are the Gatewatch doing? Like, have they already planeswalked somewhere else? Am I gonna have a hard time catching up with them? Blah blah blah. What if I run into Ugin again? Like, what am I gonna tell Ugin? Like, hey, your fucking Sphinx buddy is a douchebag. I saw that foil flip.
Yeah. It keeps showing up. Path of Discovery.
My guess is the fucking Golden Guardian thing or whatever, the Gate Guardian. Yep.
Yep. I like this foil so much.
The foil on it is so
Wait, this
nice.
is our second foil of this one.
Yeah, it is.
Neat.
I think the card itself is kind of mediocre, but I'm sure you could find something to use it for. But yeah, he's all like panicky. He's like, what am I gonna tell Ugin? What am I gonna do when I find the Gatewatch? Do they know about Vraska? Like, etc., etc. And then he meets, he finds Gideon, and like Gideon's like super stoked that he's actually like still alive.
Like,
I guess
sup,
Gideon.
bruh?
Yeah, I guess Gideon thought Jace was dead, or Jace thought Gideon thought that he was dead.
Everyone thought
And then-
everyone else was dead.
Pretty much. And apparently they're on some weird, like, Gideon's on some weird fucking device that's making him travel insanely fast. And, like, Jace is having a hard time. Another Elenda, holy crap.
Yeah.
Jace is having he's having, like, another panic attack. He's like, oh, how am I going to land on this thing? They're moving so fast. And then at the end it says some, like, lady with, like, silver hair and a braid, like, looks over at Gideon and asks, like, who's the bookworm? Like, I haven't been into Magic that long, so I don't know if that's like a tease at like a certain character from like way back in the day.
It is. I can't remember. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Like, look up the. I think they're on the art for the like Dominaria.
Yeah, I know it's the artwork with like Teferi and Karn and
I think it's the third person in that. I might.
yeah.
Be wrong. Ooh, another transform Stormvault. I cheated. I saw the corner. I saw blue.
It is. Yeah, because she has the braid in the artwork, like the ponytail, but it's not like they look young in this. Except Karin doesn't age. He's just a golem.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna butcher this name. Is it Joyra?
Ye Say that again?
Joyra, Jhoira, Joyra.
I don't remember how that's pronounced, so I'm just gonna go with you, and then I'll make fun of you later. Kumina's Awakening.
Yeah, I probably butchered the fuck out of that. But yeah, it's probably her. Would be my guess.
So we're almost done with what we're gonna open for this video. Still nothing super. Well, I mean, we got some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I'm saying nothing super interesting. We got 2 mythics and a foil transform card. That's pretty rad.
Yeah, I mean the J-Light Ranger is a good thing, but it's standard, so it's like, and we've opened this stuff before, so you're only gonna get
so much.
So excited.
Yeah, probably switch it up next week. I have some other stuff to open.
And then
we could open another box of trash.
I'm down. So that's some conspiracy trash. Ingrath is like back on his home plane, and like his daughters have been working his like blacksmith thingy, his business while he was gone.
Well, that's good. They're not dead.
Yeah.
Shaper.
There's another foil back there. I like this card a lot. I play this card in my standard deck because it's pretty much just fucking Slippery Boggle.
Mm-hmm.
Except it can't be blocked. You need Ascend, which is really easy because I play Blue-Eyed Auras, which is really easy to get Ascend.
I mean, it's when you have Ascend, it's basically a stronger Invisible Stalker.
Yeah. So, and then you just buff it up with enchantments like you would in normal Boggles and like Modern or something.
Neat.
So, I like that card a lot. I think it's a really good card. I still want to build one more standard deck because I pretty much just felt like the cheapest deck in the format.
Wow.
Yeah, Ingrath goes back to his home planes. And then
more Planeswalkers. I want Planeswalkers. Sphinx
we haven't gotten to Planeswalker yet, have we?
No, not that we've opened on cam.
Yeah, that's
another
kind of spooky.
Wait. I like how you could like see the edges of the like. See right there, like the edges of the coats shine real nice.
That's really cool. They do such a good job with the foiling. It's just they warp like crazy.
Yeah. That's why I don't like holding on to foils, even if I like how they look.
Right. I usually try to trade them to people that foil out their decks.
It's the same thing. Like in Hearthstone and everything, I don't like foil cards that much, except for like the Pokemon ones because they're different art and interesting.
Well, Pokemon cards don't really warp as often as I thought they would have. Like reverse foils do for sure, but like the secret rares and stuff like that don't.
Another transform. Come on. Yeah.
Yay.
That's what I wanted. I need as many of these as I can get, and by as many, I need one more.
Yeah, because that's 3. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. There's Jace, Ingrath, Hotley, Vraska. I feel like that's it.
For Planeswalkers in this? Or?
Well, yeah, for like the stories of like the Planeswalkers and stuff.
Did it ever say what happened when Alenda caught up with the rest of the vampires?
No. Oh, okay. That was the other one. Is the dude?
She was pretty pissed when Hotley told her about what was going
on. There was like they explain like later, like before what I'm telling you, that like when the immortal sun is gone, you know, it vanishes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Elena's like, we're going back. I'm gonna tell all you bitches you done fucked up, and Maverin is like, yeah, no, she's right. We done goofed. And Vana's like, oh my god, we didn't done goof. What do heck? So, yeah, they haven't explained that yet. I don't think they really will, to be honest, because this is the last story that they said they're doing for Rivals. And the dude that runs the Sun Empire went to the Lost City of Gold.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Arazka.
Yeah.
And he's like, the merfolk haven't even tried to take it. And he's just like, the way that it was written seemed like he was a bit hesitant to try to invade, like,
Gold City.
the River Heralds.
Hmm.
So he already claimed it for the Sun Empire. Granted, apparently in the story it was originally the Sun Empires. Like his people had built it. Um,
Yeah,
that's a good little like that stack of 4 is really good for half a box.
yeah. I mean the foil. Well, this is just
But Jaylight Ranger's so good in like every format right now.
yeah. So we got this other half of the box to do later. So yeah, that's gonna be this half.
And then we'll continue the story next time because I'm gonna leave you guys on this little cliffhanger if you haven't already read it. Haha, Bazinga.
God
We will see you guys in part 2.
damn it. Later.
Bye.